Hello, welcome to game two of the JRD playoffs here in Austin, Texas. I am Muff and Tumble. I am so excited to call the next game. It is going to be at Astra Junior Roller Derby out of Kansas City against the Texas Junior Roller Derby. Texas Black and Blue Bonnets will be in white today, and Ad Astra will be skating in blue. Yes, I believe blue. Hold on, let me confirm. I will correct it if I need to. But at Astra, number 02, Kenzilla, 09, Sasscracker, 101, Slugbug, 112, Gnarly Quinn, 14, Violet, 18, Raven, 187, Foxy Dash, 26, Belladonna, 42, Slay Her, 49, Northern Brights, 496, Thunderbolt, 57, Honey Badger, 918, Locked and Loaded, 92, Killer Queen, 975, Snitches Get Stitches. And the hometown team, Texas Junior Roller Derby, Texas Black and Blue Bonnets, number 10, Sweet and Sour, 1123, Gemstone, 125, J Wallop Heat, 143, Summer Heat, 15, Kalinian Falcon, 24, Mo Tormouth, 247, Rooster, 27, Clockwork Orange, 37, Murder Hornet, 4, Hordic, 42, Matching Mockingbird, 444, Cholita, 53, Trainwreck, 606, Gator, 80, Cherry Bomb. And on the bench for Texas, we have Peace War, Hot Pepper, Hoss the Boss, and Psycho Sam. And if you can hear the crowd at home, it is pretty rowdy. As I said, we are the home league. Hosting is Texas Junior Roller Derby. And we've got a very full house. We're at Millennium Complex on the east side of Austin, Texas. I have a wonderful production crew. Yes. We have Rock, Row, I'm sorry, and Impact Play of Executioners and Chainsaws here. So very excited to be here. And we're about to, and we'll give a shout out to Hot Rod Honeys because on the coaching tonight we have Hoss the Boss, who's the boss, Hoss the Boss, coaching one of the coaches, and then also Peace War of the Hail Marys is one of the coaches, and of course Hot Pepper also Hail Mary, and Psycho Sam also a Hail Mary. And I'm on a tiny mic. It's my first time on a tiny mic, so I hope you can hear me. If you're at home, why don't you tell us where you're watching from on the YouTube? Please subscribe and favorite Texas Junior Roller Derby. And they are on. We have Summer Heat donning the star for Texas, and that will be Foxy Dash for Ad Astra. Texas takes the first lead jam of this game. I don't think that is Summer Heat, though. Okay, and actually it is Foxy Dash as the lead jammer. I'm so sorry. Ad Astra are in the lead jammer status. I had the colors switched in my mind because Texas also skates in blue as their other shade. In Junior Roller Derby, the opposing team one always has to wear white. But Foxy Dash calls the jam, and Ad Astra takes the first lead of this game. Texas will hold at 0. 8 points on the board for Ad Astra. I see white number 10, but I do not see a 10. Oh, that's Texas. I still have the colors backwards. That is Sweet and Sour will be the jammer for Texas Junior Roller Derby in the next jam. We do have a timeout. It's an official timeout. I can't see the scoreboard fully. Oh, I can look here. It is an official timeout. Okay, yeah, in the official timeout, it's hard to tell if it's a timeout or official, but I think, yeah. Okay, so sweet and sour in white for Texas, and in blue for Astra. That is Slay Her. The coaches for Texas wearing these fabulous braids, sponsored by Nikki Chicky Savvy. Nikki is the head announcer for this tournament all weekend, and I have to say those braids look darn good. And while the officials are officiating, let me tell you who they are. We have Penny Painful, Yellow Fever, Ice Queen, Identity Crisis, Slip and Slide, Dewey Decimator, Rose Flambeau, Berserk, MD, Fighting Girlfriend, Destruction, Doom, Cataclysm, Jekyll Insides, and I Shove Lucy. I Watching You, and Skate Nicholas. I Watching You, when I saw his name spelled out, I was like, what is it? I Watching You? No, I Watching You, which is the great name for an official. But he will be the outside pet craft right here at turn number 4. And someone just said it. The House Speaker just said the same thing because we are both admiring his derby name. Ooh, that whistle means we're back in business with jam number 2. No change on those jammers. That is sweet and sour in white for Texas and Slay Her in blue for Astra. Sweet and sour knocked out of bounds on resetting. Slay Her also getting rest into the back. Sweet and sour almost at turn number 1, getting caught up and down. A huge pile up. Everyone's quick to get up. The pack really spread out. But lead jammer has been declared. Sweet and sour is the lead jammer. Not the lead jammer in the lead, but not the lead jammer. Is Slay Her about to hit the pack. And our scoring pass. Penalty trouble, huge penalty trouble, and a power jam in favor of Astra. Sweet and sour will lose that lead jammer status. We'll have a 2-minute jam. We do have 2 Astra blockers in the penalty box. So 4-2 pack advantage for Texas. And it really isn't, it was a double power jam. So no lead jam, we'll have a 2-minute jam. Okay, they both sat down. It was a do-si-do in the penalty box. So much is happening. I missed both those penalties. But we already have one scoring pass for Slay Her. Sweet and sour is out. That was the first scoring pass for Sweet and sour. Texas is on the scoreboard. Okay, Slayer's going to hit the pad at turn 1 and through, leaving many blockers in her wake. No. Power jam, Texas. Second power jam in favor of Texas within this jam. 13 seconds left on the jam clock. Sweet and sour shrugging off block after block in the second scoring pass. What an exciting jam. We will have a 4-3 pack advantage, power start advantage in favor of Texas. Slay Her will start jam 3 from the penalty box along with the pivot. And that is, where's my list? I'm sorry, Kenzilla in the penalty box. So no pivot and no jammer for Astra. And we're going to have Trainwreck. I'm going to start for the first time in this game for Texas. Nice offensive sweep attempt from the inside to no avail. Astra did a great job of defending. Trainwreck taking a hit and getting back all the way to turn 1. Power jam over, Slay Her back on the track. Is Texas ready? Around the outside. Sneaking out of the penalty box, not the lead jammer. Yes, lead jammer is Trainwreck. That's 2 lead jams in a row for Texas. Oh, but what a beautiful pass on the outside. Slay Her slaying the way through on a scoring pass. Wise call off attempt. I see Trainwreck tried to call it off. It did not get called off. And I guess take backs. He's taking back those hands on the hips as we have a second scoring pass for Slater. Trainwreck on a scoring pass, has points in pocket, but still not getting through. Peace Corps is saying keep going. The signal is, it looks like pulling off. I guess, I think Trainwreck took off the helmet. Trainwreck is not the lead jammer. They were, and they are no longer. Yep, star pass. Okay. So that's going to be Rooster, now the jammer of record. I guess if you're going to run long jams, that's the thing to do if you can't get through. But that is a third scoring pass for Slater. Rooster looking for an inside path and getting hit inbounds by 975 Snitches Get Stitches, which is a great derby name. And knocked out. The skater went down, but we have Rooster resetting for safety. And we do have another scoring pass. We have a power jam, Texas. But that was a huge jam for Astra. That was a 14-point jam, taking Astra to 30 points. Scoreless jam for Texas. Whew. Okay. Sweet and sour back on the line from jam number 2. This is now jam 4 for Texas Power Start. Slater will start the third jam this next time from the penalty box. Lead jammer status going to Sweet and Sour. That is 3 lead jams in a row for our skaters in white. Slater standing last few seconds of the penalty, being finished right now, back on the track. Initial pass for Slater. Slater getting tapped out. That looks like Motor Mouth doing some blocking for Texas. We do have a star pass. It's the first star pass for Astra. That will be Kenzilla, now the jammer for record. And we do have a jam. The jam is over. 4 more for Texas. They have 16 points. It'll be the first scoreless jam for Astra. They will hold at 30. And we're barely 4 jams in, but what an exciting bout. I'm looking at the comments. Let's see what you got. Oh, old school Dave. Hi, thank you so much. That's nice. Hi, Pickle Monster. Thank you for watching. Oh, let's go. I'll come back to this later. Okay. Summer Heat, Donnie the Star the second time. And that is Violet jamming for Astra. Summer Heat resetting all the way at the back. But we do have lead jammer status going to Violet. It's Violet. Violet looking for an outside path, getting tapped out and reset. It was a great block by Murder Hornet. Murder Hornet is one of the 4 skaters graduated today that are 18, turning 18 this season. They're graduating from junior. I'll tell you about that later, but beautiful jam and points stolen by Violet. 4 more, taking them to 34. Those weren't stolen. Those are perfectly earned points. But we did have 4 points for each jammer, so points were stolen by Summer Heat. Let me fix what I just said. But let me see, what else? Let me go back to the chat. Let's go Captains and Gator. Oh, someone from South Dakota, that's great. Someone watching from South Dakota, that's amazing. Okay, 49. That is Northern Heights, already been declared lead jammer for Astra. And we have Hordic jamming for the first time for Texas. Hordic out on initial. And we have a power jam, Texas. That means Northern Heights will lose the lead jammer status. Hordic already halfway through on a scoring pass. Taking a tumble, but the pack really stretched. They're saying, where is the pack? Where is the pack? Ooh, another hit. And we see penalties. Yes, they were both out of play. So we have a full penalty box in favor of Texas. 2 blockers and the jammer for Ed Astra in the box. Hordick through on a scoring pass. Texas blockers ready, and Hostabas adamantly saying, call it, call it, call it. But guess what? It is too late because the power jam is over. Northern Lights is back on the track. Resetting. Northern Lights is through. That is a scoring pass for Northern Lights. Hordick. Second scoring pass for Hordick, approaching the packet, turn number 3. Penalty box slowly emptying as it slowly fills with a Texas blocker. The pack's speeding up. The pack is so fast right now. Wow, beautiful pass on the inside lane. That was a beautiful assist. Oh my gosh. The Rooster and Cherry Bomb combo. They are joined by Cholita, I believe. Yes. Ooh, around the outside. Northern Fights. Beautiful escape on the outside lane. We officially have an empty penalty box. So many penalties just in this jam alone. 12 points for both jammers so far. 11 points left on the jam clock. Hordick struggling. Oh gosh. Wow, what a great jam. So far we're showing 12 points for each team. I will confirm 46. No, make that 14 for Ed Astra. They have 48. 16-point jam for Texas. They have 36 points. It is a 12-point game. It's good to know your divisors of 12. Sometimes math helps. But wow, oh my goodness gracious. Let me go back to that chat. Ed Astra watching from the edge of my seat. Hi, Georgia Phillips in South Dakota. More comments from Georgia Phillips. Abigail Phillips, I love you girls so much. Kick some butt. And hi, Paco. Coach Princess, yes, love from Paco. I Shove Lucy is my favorite. Let's go Slugbug. Get him, Slayer. So thank you, Abigail. Hi, Johnny Pepper. Happy early Father's Day and happy Grandfather's Day to you. I miss you. Tri-City Junior Roller Derby. Good luck, Kill. Your favorite Canadian team is cheering for you. Hi, Serial Killer. And Cholita, great drop stitches. Anyway. Ooh.
So 16 is the highest.
Oh, nice. We do have some stats here. Thank you, Impact. So 16 points. Yes, currently the highest scoring jam. That was by Hordick. And that was Hordick's first time jamming today. We have a 4-3 pack advantage in favor of Ad Astra. We're going to have Foxy Dash on the line again for Ad Astra. Second time jamming. Sweet and Sour will be the third time jamming this game. Sweet and Sour comes into this jam with 4 points. Foxy comes into this jam with 8 points. Yeah, Old School Dave, this is a game. This is very exciting. Ooh, Red Stick in the house. Hi, Piper Ward. Oh, we have another timeout.
I can give you penalties as well if you want.
Ooh. Impact can even show me penalties. We're early in the game, but we'll go back. I love that we have that, though. Ooh. Yeah, we have 2 camera views and a great stream. So grateful. Here we go. Sweet and Sour, Foxy Dash, Jam 7. Foxy Dash, cold, then declared lead jammer. Oh, just kidding. Not lead jammer. That is a power jam. This is the 4th power jam in favor of Texas. We also have, I think, Slugbug in the box, a 4-3 pack advantage and power jam advantage for Texas. Sweet and Sour resetting. Oh, starring and lead jammer status is not up for grabs. Gemstone back on the track. Star pass to 24. That is Motormouth. There's a second star pass for Texas. Slugbug back on the jam on the track, and we do have an escape, and it's a scoring pass from Motormouth. First point scored by Motormouth this game. What a great, beautiful outside offense by Texas, but then a great reset of Ad Astra meeting And greeting, short and sour, right here at turn number 4. Getting held up. Foxy Dash, I believe this is still initial pass for Foxy. Out of the box, back on the track. Oh, beautiful, wow. That was so good. Inside lane escape by Foxy Dash. This will be a scoring pass. Does Texas see Foxy? No. Maybe they saw Foxy, but they did not stop Foxy. Foxy is out on a scoring pass, matching the 4 points so far scored by Motormo. Oh, a little cartwheel attempt and save. Both cameras reset. Sweet and Sour proving that Sweet and Sour can block as well as Jam. We now have a 12-point game, my friends. Make that 8 points, 52 for Ad Astra. So that's 5 more by Foxy and 8 more, taking Texas to 44. And I believe 4 were scored by Sweet and Sour and 4 by Motormouth. Don't quote me on that. But Violet will be donning the star for the second time for Ad Astra. And we have Jay Wallapete, another one of our graduates today, jamming for Texas. Jay Wallop, nice one-skated backward spin to get out. Swinging those hips around the other hips, escaping block after block, then taking a knee at turn 1. Meanwhile, high-stepping through is Violet. Both teams resetting so beautifully and together. This is some great defense, my friends. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. I hear, get the pack back together. And at the front. Oh. Okay. Violet. Lost the star. Picked it back up. But Jay Wallop is still back. This is initial pass for both these skaters. But Violet can no longer relay jammer. The star, just kidding. Okay, they did not lose the star. Violet is the lead jammer. Oh, wow, what a beautiful bob and weave escape by Violet through, really pinballing the way through that pack. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful apex stroke in the air, over the skates and heels. Landed beautifully and perfectly. That was a beautiful apex stroke. Violet sidestepping around a 3-wall for a beautiful escape. To the outside, back to the in and through. 3 scoring passes for Violet. Jay Wallop is still in that pack on initial pass. We do have 2 Ad Astra blockers in the penalty box. And we do have a star pass to Summer Heat. And the jam is over. So the 3rd star pass for Texas. That was a scoreless jam for Texas. They will hold at 44. Lucky 13 points, taking Ad Astra to 66. So we have 2 pairs. If you're a gambling person, 66 to 44, 22 points separating these 2 teams. Ooh, let's talk about penalties. We have Gemstone with 2, no one else with more than 1. Let's see. Ad Astra. Okay. Cholita has 2. And can we see the other team? Oh yes, very much more penalties. So we have 3 skaters with 3 penalties. That would be Slayer, Slugbug, and Kenzilla. That's okay. So yes, Texas playing a little cleaner, but penalties for everyone. And currently 2 in the box for Ad Astra. That's beautiful. But we're only 1/4 through this game, and the winner of this game gets the honor of playing the Rosebuds all the way from Rose City, who won by over almost 600 points today. It was an exciting game, and we know who trains them. We know they're trained by the best team in the world, Rose City, everyone's favorite. Ooh, okay. And yeah, Texas has not had lead in 4 jams. And there was one with no lead. I think there was one there. But yeah. Oh, lost
The
lead
X,
for Astra.
where they had it, lost it.
Okay, then yeah.
I think are just one of these situations. The star means they got lead that jam,
Oh,
and
nice.
this is the number of points.
Oh my
Does that make
gosh.
sense?
No.
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 So
13. Let me
13
see. Yeah, and I
points,
have 13 there. And 5 there.
and then the star means that they got
Oh.
lead, that team. So this is at Astra, this is Texas. The number of points, they got lead but lost it, got lead but lost it, got lead, kept it.
Oh my, yeah, there's my, that's crazy. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stat sport is amazing. I've never seen anything like this, but this is amazing. Junior Duty has the best tools, and Impact Play is a great producer. So we're back with our two pairs, 66-44. 14 minutes left in the first half. We're going to have Northern Fights running the star for the second time this game for Ad Astra, and Nordic jamming for Texas, I believe. Hordick had a huge 16-point jam the last time. Hordick jammed. Hordick, great lateral movement. And getting tapped out by Kenzilla. Kenzilla is a great blocker, I must say. Pepsi Box has empty. Hordick trying to go low and rest that same tripod. But lead jammer is Northern Fights. Northern Fights comes into this jam with 14 of those 66 points. Woo. They have a star pass for Texas. That's going to be Rooster. It's the second time for Rooster accepting a star, but that was Rooster also forcing that call off. That's our second scoreless jam in a row for Texas. 2 more on the board for Ad Astra. They have 68 points. Just over 13 minutes left in this game. And whew! Oh, looks like we're gonna have Foxy Dash next up. Foxy coming into this jam with 13 points. Foxy is also at 100% lead jammer status. It's going to be Trainwreck getting a star for Texas. Woo! Foxy Dash, that's 3 for 3. Foxy Crew again. That was a beautiful escape. 4 points and counting for Foxy. Foxy getting low and just hitting that wall right at the seam. Does take a knee. Great blocking by Texas, forcing the reset. Another great block by Texas. Wow, double axel spin escape by Foxy through on a second scoring pass, but did get hindered. There was great defense by Texas during that jam. We do have an attempted star pass. This will be the fourth star pass for Texas within 4 jams, and the 5th all game. But that is going to be Motormouth will be the jammer as soon as that helmet cover gets on the helmet. Another beautiful spin from the infield and the ground. Jam is called. We're going to have a 4-3, 4-2 pack advantage in favor of Texas. We have Slugbug. This will be Slugbug's 4th penalty. That will be another scoreless jam for Texas. That's 3 scoreless jams in a row. 11 more for Ad Astra. They have 79 points. We're going to have Sweet and Sour back on the line for Texas. Ooh, new jammer. Thunderbolts. Jamming for the first time today for Ad Astra. Again, Ad Astra is in blue. They hail from Kansas City. Sweet and Sour going down low, out of bounds, but resetting behind those blockers. Thunderbolt also getting reset. Oh, Thunderbolt power jam, Texas. This is the 5th power jam in favor of Texas. We have lead jammer status for Texas. This is the first lead jam from jam number 4, which was also Sweet and Sour. Sweet and Sour is 100% lead jammer status. No, 75%. 3 for 4. Lead jammer status is going to Sweet and Sour. We still have 1 blocker and lead jammer for Ad Astra in the box. Texas currently goading 101. That is Slugbug. We do have another Ad Astra skater going to the penalty box. So many penalties for Ad Astra in this jam alone. Where the scoring pass for Sweet and Sour will hit the back at the top apex. And through. Wow. Where did she go? Where did who go? The blocker said as Sweet and Sour went through on a scoring pass. Another penalty. This is, I believe, the 8th penalty. Just this game, this jam. Don't quote me on that. It's a whole lot of. I think we have another. It's the second power jam within this jam, and the 6-1 all game in favor of Texas. This is what they need. This is what they need. They are chipping away at that lead, 79-56 and counting. One blocker to get around. Sweet and Sour is through and calling the jam. Do a whole power start in favor of Texas. Thunderbolt will start for the penalty box with all 4 of the Ad Astra blockers on the track.
This is the tracker, I don't know.
Oh, this is better.
And those are the people who are in right now. When that's blowing, that means they're the jammer. When they're dark green, light green is just a regular player that's in the game right now.
So we have Slayer, Slugbug, each with 4 penalties, and O2, which is Kenzella, with 3. So many penalties, and then right here it'll say the total penalties. 24 penalties to only 9 for Texas. So 24 total for Ad Astra. Penalties can lose a game. So by the way, that is Summer Heat jamming again for Texas. Summer Heat is the lead jammer. Power jam over. Thunderbolt is on the track. Thunderbolt, beautiful apex stuck in through on initial. But Summer Heat is 1 full lap ahead of Thunderbolt. Hasabas waving the hat in the air, she is saying, keep on going. I was imitating her and it looks like I'm coaching, and I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Huge takedown of Summer Heat. Stitches get stitches in the box. Texas is also losing 2 blockers, a blocker and a pivot for Texas, calling the jam, but also losing 2 blockers for the next jam. So if Summer Heat would have waited, could have had a full pack for number 4. Next jammer is Hordick. So, wow, 8.68 for Texas, 79 for Ad Astra. So that's 2 scoreless jams for Ad Astra, 11 points separating these 2 teams, 7.5 minutes left in the first half. 4-2 pack advantage? No. Okay, 3 blockers for everyone, so I lied about who was in the box. 1 pivot and 1 blocker. Now, all of Ad Astra. This pack is there. Huge hit on Hordick. Foxy Dash, who has been having a great game, is getting reset, but is jamming for Ad Astra. Hordick bobbing and weaving, but top huge hit. A Snitches Get Stitches, which is like living up to her name is Snitches Get Stitches. But Foxy Dash is through. Foxy Dash is the lead jammer. Foxy Dash, 100% lead jammer status for Foxy. Hordick getting taken down all the way at turn number 1, still on initial. But Foxy getting knocked out at turn number 1, resetting. Foxy is on a scoring pass. Foxy, ooh, nice catch. That is Gemstone. Gemstone doing great blocking, along with Kalinium. Malcolm Kalinium, as I may have mentioned, is graduating this evening. We are doing a graduate. Oh, you can't hit someone in the face. That was definitely a high block, but I don't know if it will be officially one. But wow. 2 more for Ad Astra. They have 81 points. Scoreless jam for Texas. They will hold at 68. Okay, and I think we're all good. Everyone's good. No penalty there, because I think it was not egregious at all. It was sometimes somebody's fair blocking zone is in your fair blocking zone. Okay, Sweet and Sour back on the jam line against Northern Lights on the outside. Lead jammer already been declared. Northern Lights is the lead jammer. Oh, nice backwards blocking, but not enough to stop Motormouth. That was a star pass to Motormouth. The third time that Motormouth has accepted the star and forced that call off. But wow, it was the pivot of that Astra with a huge, huge hit. Okay, so 83-68, so quick 2-point jam. Texas held scoreless 68. And with a couple of 16-point jams, who is that? Is that? Yeah. How do you tell who it is? I love that chart. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, it's their total points. That's per jam. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay. We have Summer Heat against Violet. Wow. Violet. Oh, you almost think that Violet was going to escape there. We have two Texas Buckets in the box. And we have a Lee Jammer status going to Violet. Uh-oh, no. Cut track penalty. Power jam for Texas. Wow. 7th power jam in favor of Texas. Summer Heat can still get Lee Jammer status if only these add back. Yeah, there it is. Lee Jammer status for Summer Heat. Summer Heat comes into this jam with 12 of those 68 points. 1 minute left on the jam clock. Oh, nice. Oh, gosh. Nice assist attempt. But a great reset of at Astra blockers. Nice. 9-7-5. Again, snitches get stitches is a blocker to watch. For real. Ooh. Summer Heat still stuck, but is on a scoring pass. 2 blockers on the one escaping 0-9. So Sasscracker gets back on the track. There it is. There's that hard fought 4 points. 24 seconds left in the jam, but Summer Heat did make it through. Ooh, shimmying through and getting knocked out. Reset. We do have a star pass from Violet to Kenzilla. This is only the second star pass for Ad Astra. Another penalty for Ad Astra. But we do have another scoring pass for Texas. Scoreless jam for Ad Astra. They will hold at 83. 8 more on the board for Texas. They have 76 points. Slowly chipping at that lead. We now have a 7-point game. This is the smallest the spread has been all game? Question mark? But Looky Lou, Sweet and Sour, who has been very successful today, will be the next jammer. We do have a timeout. This 29. So 29 total points for Ad Astra to Texas's 13. So 29. Just think, every time there's a penalty, you're down a skater for at least 30 seconds. If it's a jammer, it could be up to 30 seconds, but you're not getting any points. Penalties will break you. Slugbug and Slayer have 4 penalties. Kenzilla on 3. We have another one with 3, and then Texas, no one with more than 2 penalties. So very, very clean game so far. And we only have 2.5 minutes left in this first half, but you know, halftime, there's a coach's talk. It's always a new game. Usually, everyone comes out fighting. You want to prove yourself or you want to prove something. But I want to give a shout out to our sponsors this weekend. We had Jets Pizza in the house. If you don't know Jets, they are Detroit-style pizza, and they are delicious. And Raising Cane's, we love chicken. We love their sauce. They hail from Louisiana, and we're so glad Raising Cane's is now in Texas and sponsoring roller derby. Okay, we are ready. Woo! Jam 16, yes, Sweet and Sour against Northern Frights. We've seen this matchup before. But Sweet and Sour has a game, but Looky Lou around the outside. Oh, it's getting huge hit. 124. Motormouth, the pivot for Texas with a huge, huge block. Just when you thought Northern Frights was out, but Northern Frights has been declared great jammer. And we do see a penalty on Sweet and Sour. Northern Lights is calling the jam. This is the first time Sweet and Sour has not gotten lead jammer. Maybe there was one other. But anyway, power star in favor of Ad Astra. I mean, if you want to ice anyone, you don't want to ice Sweet and Sour in the box. Sweet and Sour is going to come out of that box fighting, but we'll have about 27 seconds left in that penalty. Up to, because you never know. Foxy Dash. Ooh, Foxy Dash is having a great game too. Will be the jammer for at Astra, and I want to just verify, but I'm pretty sure Foxy is 100. Yes, 100% lead jammer status for Foxy and Power Start, and there it is. There is another lead jammer status for Foxy Dash.
Stay up the apex.
Foxy, oh, almost a straightaway hop, but Z9 fell and found Palladium Falcon, the great block of Texas. Oh, another, wow, that was like a double spin on the inside, like skate down, both inbounds and beautiful by Foxy Dash. Palladium again with the defense, joined by Cholita and Motormouth. Sweet and sour out of the box. A penalty for Kinzilla. That's Kinzilla's fourth penalty. Foxy, second scoring pass, will hit the pack at turn one. Apex up, wow, beautifully landed. What a graceful, beautiful landing right there on turn number one. Two Texas blockers in the box, one at Astra. Motormouth still in the pack, but look at that beautiful zigzag slice by Foxy Dash, dancing through the pack. Motormouth, I think we have a star pass. Wow! Uh-oh, what? Power Jam, Texas. Full penalty box, almost full. Star pass 2, 24. That is Motormouth. Has had the star in for a while. It's the fourth time for Motormouth accepting the star. Foxy had already scored 16 points from 4 going into the penalty box, but Foxy Dash, Motormouth through on a scoring pass. Texas blockers eagerly awaiting on the top apex. Tripod. Oh! Beautiful offensive swirl. It was enough to almost get them out. Oh, it's already halftime. What an exciting game. 19 points separating these two teams. 99. Oh, no. Sorry, it keeps changing. 100 to 83. 17 points by Foxy. That's a high scoring gem of this game. 7 points for TXJRD. Wow, 17 points separating these two. The math stayed the same. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. And again, please talk in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Here I go. Let me tell you some penalties. So we have Kinzilla with 4, Slugbub with 4. Yes, Slayer with 4. Snitches get stitches with 4. Oh my gosh. So they get 3 more and then they're out. So hopefully everyone plays cleaner the second half. And let's look at Texas penalties. Kalinium has 3, and that's the most for all, and also Cholita has 3. So I guess all the good blockers have penalties. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's worth it though. You know what I mean? We love you so much. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back. I'm going to hydrate because oh my gosh, I'm going to. Thank you. It's okay, I was not even paying attention to the time.
No.
Hi, I'm back. Wow, can we talk about that first half? Wowzers. So 17-point game, 100 to 83. Let me just tell you, high score, you guessed it, is going to be Foxy Dash, 43 total points. And the high score for Texas is also, you guessed it, Sweet and Sour with 32 points. Impact play, show me a terrific stat. Points per jam. So it's your total points minus whatever was scored against you. So the winner is 5.6 net points per jam, Foxy Dash. And for Texas, it is Motormouth, who was pivot in seven jams, a pivot to jammer. So in 4 jams, Motormouth scored 16 points, and it was a 3.75 points per jam advantage. So that's a fun stat. And then let's talk about penalties. I think we know who's winning in penalties. Yes, it is at Astra with 33 total penalties. And then Texas holding at 16. 16 really is a pretty clean score. We're already back. Jam number 1. Guess who? Yes, our 2 top scorers, Foxy Dash against Sweet and Sour. 4-3 pack advantage for Texas. Foxy getting reset. Foxy, guess what? It's the first time Foxy has not been declared lead jammer. Ruining that 100% lead jammer status is Sweet and Sour. Lead jammer hitting the pack, looking for an inside path. Foxy out on initial. Foxy forcing that call off. That will be a scoreless jam for Ad Astra. They will hold at 100 points. Let me see how many. Ad Astra has only, 2, 4. They've had 5 scoreless jams. Texas has had 8 scoreless jams. So still in there. And we did have 2 more points by Sweet and Sour, 85 points. The spread is up again to 15 points. 29 points left in this game. Summer Heat, the second highest score for Texas against Northern Frights. Northern Frights comes into this jam with 18 points. Summer Heat with 20. Both jammers stuck in the sad place. No one is going anywhere. Northern Frights trying, looking for an inside path as denied. Meanwhile, Summer Heat takes a seat and gets right back up. We do have Cherry Bomb in the penalty box. We also have the pivot for Texas in the penalty box. That is Motormouth. Lead jammer is Northern Fights. Northern Fights. Wow, beautiful hit to the infield. Huge hit. That was Murder Hornet. If I did not mention it, Murder Hornet is also a graduate to the adult leagues this weekend and this season. Beautiful apex jump by Summer Heat, forcing that call off. Texas will hold at 85. 4 more for Ad Astra. They go to 104. But wow. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of junior leagues, they run the jam long. They don't call it off. But we're already on our jam number 3, and we're barely 2.5 minutes in. Violent Violet back on the line for Ad Astra. Violet comes in with 17 points. And we have Gator running the star for the first time for Texas. Wow. Okay, Violet getting knocked out and reset. Gator almost out, but contending with that blue tripod and around the outside. Gator is the lead jammer. Gator already hitting the pack, sneaking by. Hello, hi. Did you see Gator? I don't think so. We do have a star pass to Kinzilla. And we do have a call-off. All right, Texas calling it off. We do have a scoreless jam for Ad Astra. Quick 4 for Texas, taking them to 89 points. Whew. We have Snitches Get Stitches sitting on 5 penalties. And we have Sweet and Sour back on the line for Texas. And Foxy Dash again for Ad Astra. What? Sweet and Sour is the lead jammer, but both jammers are out. Foxy Dash is drafting off of Sweet and Sour and smiling. Oh, that is a 0-0 jam. I believe this is the first scoreless jam of this game. So we'll start right back. 104 to 89. 25 and a half minutes left in this game. Texas has 2 blockers with 3. That's Millennium Falcon and Toledo. But so far, that's from the first half. So clean half within these 4 jams. Violet back on the jam line for Ad Astra. Sweet and Sour. Put Sweet and Sour right back on. Sweet and Sour is really on a roll. Sweet and Sour comes into this jam with 34 of those 89 points. And we have some great blocking by both these teams. Both jammers reset. Oh gosh. Colinium and Murder Hornet doing great blocking. And we have another penalty. We were losing 1 blocker from each team currently. Violet looking to sneak by and get caught up right before the apex. We do have a jammer in the lead. The scoreboard's gone. Sweet and Sour is out, but did remove that helmet cover. Sweet and Sour halfway through on a scoring pass. Great reset of Ad Astra. Oh, beautiful backwards and whip. Oh, that was beautiful. I couldn't see what it was from my angle because the officials are in the way doing their job. But wow, and Sweet and Sour is out on a second scoreless pass. We do Ad Astra losing the pivot just as their blocker went back on the track. Sweet and Sour getting caught up in turn 3. Violet still stuck on initial pass. Brilliant. Everybody getting reset all the way to turn 1. But we do have Sweet and Sour in the middle of a second scoring pass. Violet still stuck on initial. There it is. There's the escape and second scoring pass. Oh, that was a huge hit that shook the freaking ground. Huge hit on Violet. I would say that is a Violet hit. Woo. So 104, that was the third scoreless jam in a row for Ad Astra. And 8 more for Texas. Texas chipping away at that lead. It is a 7-point game. We had the spread in the end of the first half. But we may take a moment while we reset the scoreboard. But this is some great roller derby. Let's go to the chat. Let's talk about this action. I love and excited. The second half is always more exciting. Let me see. And am I alive? Let's see. Let's go JRDA. Hi, Eva. Blocktopus, of course. Johnny Pepper with the Blocktopus. Hammer. Woo-wee. Texas loves skate. Hi, Rosa Maria. Them Apex jokes ain't no joke. Abigail, yes, great derby names on Texas. And you know, Texas are the grandparents of modern flat track roller derby. Let's not forget where we came from. And actually, we'll be honoring some of our skaters that founded Texas Roller Girls back in 2003, the first flat track roller derby league. So Hydra is here, Electra Blue is here. You should know them well. Hydra was the first president of the WFTDA and also the namesake of the championship trophy, which has resided in Portland for a while. Also, Rosebud's here in the house. Speaking of the best team in the world, their juniors are really some of the best as well. I love junior roller derby. We see a nice cuddle huddle of Texas. Oh my, thank you, Impact Play. Slug Bucket is at 6 penalties. You know, 1 more and you're out. Kenzilla on 5. Snitches get stitches on 5. And all of these skaters are pivotal in the blocking. The great blocking of this team is being performed by those very blockers. But now the name of the game: stay clean, stay on the track for your team. Protect them, I want to shout out our sponsors again. We love Raising Cane's. We love Jets Pizza. If you're an omnivore, as I am, my favorite pizza at Jets is the 10. It's called the 10 because you get 5 vegetables and 5 meats. It's everything. It's lovely, and it has that beautiful Detroit style crust that's buttery, crispy, cheesy. And did I just make you hungry? Because I made myself hungry. And look again, there's more stats on the board. There's at Astra's points per jam. It's a fun little bracket. So you have something to look at while we're waiting during this prolonged timeout. Oh, it's still the scoreboard's back. So is that what we're waiting for? Or are we waiting for that huge hit? We're not sure what that was, but we do have 2 at Astra blockers, so 4-2 pack advantage for Texas. Summer Heat back on the jam line for Texas. We do not know that Astra skaters as of yet. And of course, the current pack may change. They have plenty of time to change who they're fielding for the next jam. Okay. They're done talking. P4 is talking about the scoreboard. But wow, y'all. 7 points in 23 minutes. What is going to happen? And so then we start again tomorrow. Be sure to tune in. It's early. So Derby Church starts at 9 a.m. Central Time. And it will be, game 3 will be the Space City Slammers versus the loser of this game. Game 4 will be at 11. And it'll be the winner, Rosebuds, versus the winner of this game. And then 1 o'clock will be the reward ceremony. So plenty of early Derby tomorrow. You could still go to brunch after, Sunday brunch or Derby Church, right? We're all about Derby Church, aka Preach. So power start. So Violet will start from the penalty box. So that huge hit is a naughty. But there we go. Summer Heat is the lead jammer. Texas has got a lead jammer status 4 out of the last 6 jams. No, it's missed that 5 out of 6. Power jam is almost over. Violet is standing, but we already have a scoring pass by Summer Heat. Summer Heat comes into this jam with 20 points. Okay, power jam is over. Violet went right at it, caught it behind that Texas wall that includes Kalinian Falcon and Cherry Bomb. Okay, Summer Heat getting a reset. Kalinian going to the box for, I believe, the 4th penalty. And Foxy Dash going to the penalty box as pivot. Woo. So that is the 4th scoreless jam in a row. 4 at Astra. 8 more points for Texas. If you can hear the crowd, that is a lead change. 105 to 104. Sippy Sue, drink your water, your Gatorade, your coffee, your tea. Woo! That's the first lead change of the day. Let's hear it. Okay, here we go. Gator on the line. Gator had a great jam earlier. This is the 2nd jam for Gator, but Northern Heights is the lead jammer. Only the 2nd lead jammer status for Astra in the 2nd half. We do have 2 blockers out for Astra. We do have Gator out on initial. Gator forcing that call up. Texas will hold at 105. And let's see if we have another one. Let's see. TikTok. Everyone's looking. There it is. Lead change! I'm yelling that. I'm not even the house announcer. I'm going to get in trouble for that. I hope I didn't break your ears at home. So 107 to 105. What? 2 lead changes within 1 jam. 1.5 jams. So exciting. And we still have 20 minutes left in this game. Sweet and Sour back on the line for Texas. Violet getting reset, and we have a multiple power jam for Texas. the 9th power jam in favor of Texas, but the first one this half, so they had cleaned up the penalties for jammers, but we already have a scoring pass for Sweet and Sour. Slater back on the jam line. Or back on the track, sorry. Sweet and Sour getting into some trouble at that front of their pack. The pack really spread around between turns 1 and 2. We do have a bridge, but that is a really spread out pack. I can say that because I am not on the house mic. We do have a second scoring pass for Sweet and Sour. We do have another penalty for Astra. They have numbers on their helmets and it almost looks like a star sometimes, so it's crazy. Kalinian with a beautiful catch attempt, but denied. Star pass to Foxy Dash. Foxy Dash forcing the that was a beautiful touchdown by Foxy Dash. The point stolen? Yes. 4 points stolen by Foxy Dash. That will take Astra to 111 points, 12 more for Texas. And guess what? Looky Lou, that is our third lead change this game. 117 for Texas. That was 12 more points scored by Sweet and Sour. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm trying to do math, but I guess I'm not going to do it. Okay, here we go. Summer Heat back on the line for Texas against Northern Heights. Summer Heat is the lead jammer. Texas dominating in lead jammer statuses in the second half. Apex Hut right over the line, inbound, continuing on the way. Motormouth applauding from the penalty box. Motormouth just released. Star pass to Slugbug. Slugbug also is sitting on 5 penalties. Beautiful hitting, pointed co-op by Texas. Astra will hold at 111. 8 more on the board for Texas. 125 to 111. The point differential has switched. It is now a 14-point game in favor of Texas. Woo! And we still have 18 more minutes of this fabulous roller derby action. Let's hear it for the children. Let's hear it for the new adults that are graduating later this evening. There will be a celebration. What do you got at home? Let me see. Ooh, Johnny Pepper said, ooh, my. Wishing you well from Austin, Texas, Johnny Pepper. Miss you. Paula Elliott, Mama P from JP, cheering on TXJRD. Lead change. That is from Johnny Pepper. And Johnny Pepper has an ear infection, and we wish you well. Old School Dave, go, go, go. Old School Dave, wow. Johnny Pepper, nice. Johnny Pepper with the dip. Huge huddle of Astra skaters. Still, both these teams are really still in this game. This is so exciting. Yes, I would definitely put Foxy Dash back on the line if I was a coach. Foxy Dash next up. And for oh, nice. Texas has scored 42 points this half, and we only have 11 points scored by Astra in the second half. Gator on the line again for Texas. Third time down in the star. Foxy Dash getting caught up in the back of the pack. That is Mockingbird, joined by Kalinian Falcon. I also see Gemstone doing great blocking, but not enough. Foxy Dash is the lead jammer. Wow, Foxy, I think, yes, those wheels did roll out. Preventing a check that penalty, resetting to the back. Gemstone ready. Gemstone stuck between blockers. Nice offense by 0-2. Kenzilla. Wow, just enough offense. Look at that beautiful pass by Foxy Dash. First scoring pass for Foxy. We do have a sky pass to Rooster. I love the animal pack because Rooster went to Gator went to Gooster. We have a power jam. Texas. Foxy will lose that lead jammer status. I think there was a huge hit to Foxy's rib or hip. It's the 10th power jam in favor of Texas. Rooster looking to the bench and 50 seconds on the jam clock. Kenzilla with the block. Not enough to not close that line because Brewster got out, but there it is. Great catch. Who is that? 975. Oh, of course, Snitches get stitches. Caught that block on the inside line. Stopping Brewster. Foxy came out flying. Foxy's so nice. Oh gosh. Oh.
Right into that.
That was came in so. I don't think it was in the back. I don't.
No, that was. I mean, that was in the. That wasn't legal hit zone.
Oh.
You can't go like. You have to be very on the side.
Five. It's not on them, right? Oh, you blocked it. Perfect. Okay, we are back. Okay, let's hear it for Kalani and Falcon. She's up. Yeah, that was a huge hit, and they are going to do probably an official review on this, maybe. P-Sport is in the center. I mean, Foxy Dash apologized instantly. I don't know if there was a yelp or anything, but Kalinian did get up. I'd like to thank all our medics, all our officials, our people in stripes, skating, non-skating, all of our volunteers. You know, we're all grassroots. We couldn't do it without all of our volunteers. I love that we have so many current skaters here helping the cause, training, officiating, coaching, announcing, handling scoreboard tactics. So if you see a volunteer, thank them. And if you love roller derby, you should volunteer. All leagues always need help with things. If you're a nurse, you can be a medic. If you don't skate, you can be a non-skating official, and that's where you're tallying points, your timing penalties, tracking penalties. If you can skate, you can be a skating official, and that's fun because you get to tell people when they're doing things that are wrong. But we are back in business, so we still have 125, and it's a score correction. It was 5 points on that last jam for Foxy, so it's 116 to 125. Just over 16 points left in this game. We have Sweet and Sour back on the line against Slayer. Slayer is sitting on a few penalties, but has not jammed in the second half. And we do have an empty penalty box, so that's fun. But at Astra has 3 skaters sitting on 6 penalties and 2 sitting on 5. So 16 minutes to keep it clean and stay in the game, but also stop the other blocker, right? And help your blocker. That is the name of the game. And we are off. Wow. Okay. Sour is the lead jammer. Texas only not getting lead jammer except for 2 jams. That's our second scoreless jam. So Slayer forced that call off, so we'll start again, 116 to 125. But Texas dominating in lead jammer status. Second half, it was definitely at Astra. There has been a flip. Texas only had 6 lead jams declared in the first half. Slayer's going to stay out there and jam again. We're doing a Slayer do-over. Texas jammer is Summer Heat. Summer Heat. Oh, hopping over those hips. And, power jam. It was a cut track penalty. This is the first power jam of the half in favor of Ad Astra, and only a second jammer penalty all game. So Slugbug, also sitting on 5 or 6 penalties, is the lead jammer. I think Slugbug was with 6 penalties, so this could be interesting. And I'm sure the coaches are aware of the penalty count when they put out their jammers. But I mean, you get one chance, right? You have one chance. So Slugbug is already ahead by 4. Power jam is over. Summer Heat back on the track. Summer Heat, this is going to still be initial pass for Summer Heat. And Slugbug at a standstill. We have Clockwork Orange doing some great blocking with Gemstone. For Texas still holding Slugbug at the back. They're joined by Gator. The back looked pretty much in play to me, but they didn't call out a play. We do have a swap pass. That's going to be Gator. Oh, Rooster. I'm sorry, it's Rooster. It's the other barn animal. And I'm sure someone's going to tell me that Gators aren't barn animals. But have you been to Louisiana? Rooster, hitting the pack just before turn 3. Taking a knee. That was a loud fall. Rooster getting taken back. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't know. I think. Oh. Okay, that jam. I think Slugbug may have taken a hit to the face there, but it's still up and standing. Looks okay. We now have a 1-point game after that huge 12-point jam. 12 points for Astra, taking them to 128. Oh, and Kinzilla is about to be ejected from the game with 7 penalties. Kinzilla has done a great job, though. So 4 more for Texas, 129. 1-point game in favor of Texas. We have 13 minutes left, and we have Sweet and Sour back on the line. But that is Foxy Dash. Foxy is already been declared the lead jammer for Ad Astra. 2 blockers from Texas just released to the box. Sweet and Sour. The first time this second half that Sweet and Sour has gotten into trouble. Start in hand. The pack really spread. Beautiful. Spin to win. Escape. Beautiful landing by Foxy Dash. Foxy threw on the second scoring pass already. Smart pass to Motormouth. Motormouth had the best net points per jam stat for Texas. Motormouth out. Motormouth forcing that call off. And guess what? That is the 4th lead change of this game. Texas will hold at 129. Huge 12-point jam for Ad Astra. They have 140. That's 24 points in 2 jams for Ad Astra. Really to close the gap and spin it. Turn it up and reverse it. Trigger is in the house, Dave. Trigger's doing some work, working the track. Track repair today is, I've seen Speedo, I've seen Trigger. But anyway, we have a bunch of Texas roller girls in the house. Both the Texecutioners and Chainsaws are fundraising all weekend. They're having a bake sale. I bought a brownie. They have truffles, they have cookies, they have gluten-free options, vegan options, and plenty of merch. And we do have 2 Ad Astra blockers in the box. Oh, because someone's going to trade out for Kinzilla. So Kinzilla's out, and I think it's going to be Raven sitting in. So here we are again with that spread, 11 points in the lead, and just under 12 minutes left in this game. So 4-2 pack advantage for Texas. Sweet and sour on the line as jammer. Slayer getting ready. Numbers being redrawn on Slayer. Oh, Slayer's going to be the captain. So Kinsella must have been in C for this game. Yeah. So let me see. Who is that? Northern Fights is going to be jamming for Ad Astra. As I said before, 4-2 pack advantage Texas. I think we've got it all straightened out. Let's comment on the boots of that Ad Astra coach. They're fabulous. They are silver patent leather, and I need those. Again, please stay tuned. After this game, we're doing a couple presentations. There's a graduation of 4 skaters. Welcome to adulthood. You turn 18 during your season. You can play for both leagues, like Fahrenheit. Both leagues meaning junior and adult. Fahrenheit of the space team. What are they? The Slammers. Graduate, and I played. My team played against the space Fahrenheit with Conroe roller derby just a couple weeks ago, and then also Fahrenheit played today against the Rosebuds. That's one of our graduates. Also, like I said, Canadian Falcon is graduating. Murder Hornet, also of Texas, and then Locked and Loaded of Ad Astra graduates also. So that ceremony is after this game. And they're off. Sweet and Sour and Northern Fights. Jam number 14. Sweet and Sour. Forearm penalty. That's 2 power jams in a row in favor of Ad Astra. And only the 3rd power jam in favor of them all game. The jammer is Northern Fights. Ad Astra has had lead jammer status 4 of the last 5 jams. So a definite shift in momentum. This power jam is just what they need. 4 points already. Northern getting that tripod at turn 1. Bookend offense by Ad Astra, but a great reset of that Texas defense. Power jam over. And the call was forced by that escape from that jammer penalty. But anyway, scoreless jam for Texas. They will hold at 129. And a quick 7 points, 147 to 129. It's 18-point game. 10.5 minutes left in this game. Summer Heat back on the line for Texas. Foxy Dash. Foxy Dash doing what Foxy Dash does. 5 of 6 lead jammer statuses going to Ad Astra. Foxy getting low, tiptoeing around the outside, inbounds on the line for a scoring pass. But Summer Heat is the lead jammer, not Foxy. Wow, Foxy can fly. Wow. Foxy winning that jam 4-0, 151 to 129. Texas scoreless for 3 jams. Just under 10 minutes left in this game. We're going to have Hordick back on the line for Texas. Empty penalty box. Northern Fights back on the line. Some jammer on jammer defense. Northern Fights taking Hordick all the way back to before turn number 3. Giving both jammers, head trap penalty. Wow. 3 power jams in favor of Ad Astra within 5 jams. Lead jammer status 4 in a row for Ad Astra. Northern Fights. Almost through. Kalinian, last line of defense at the front of the pack, joined by other Texas blockers. I see Cherry Bomb out there. Woo! Oh, we're going to have a power start. Hordak will start the next jam from the penalty box. That's the 4 scoreless jam in a row. 129 for Texas. 4 more for at Astra, taking them to 155. At Astra really on a roll. What an exciting game, though. What a flip-flop. We had 4 lead changes. The question now is, will Ad Astra run with it? Wow. There it is. 5 lead jams in a row. Foxy Dash is already around. And as I said, Foxy can fly. Foxy tapped to the end of the field by Gemstone. Gemstone is joined by Motormouth. Gemstone. Okay. Woo! Wow, 2 swings and 2 misses by Texas as Foxy is already through on a scoring pass. Hordak caught on initial, still at turn number 1. Oh! That smile on Foxy's face. Foxy's fabulous. Foxy is fabulous. Calling it from the flying. It was like a spinning wrestling move to the ground. 5 points, still getting 1 point on that last pass. So 160 to 129. So it's a 31-point spread. This is the largest spread we've had all game. Just over 7 minutes left in this game. We had another ejection. At Astra has 3 with 6, and make that 2 because 1 just has 7. Snitches get stitches. Has been ejected, so that's 2 foul outs for Ad Astra. 7 minutes left in the game. So Gnarly Quinn will be sitting out the penalty. 4 snitches get stitches. Sweet and Sour back on the line for Texas.
49.
Ad Astra is at 49 total penalties to Texas's 27. Texas did have a jump in those penalties in the second half. But we're going to have Violet back on the line for Ad Astra against Sweet and Sour. Wow. From the outside and through. Violet. 6 lead jams in a row. 8 of 9 lead jams in a row going to Ad Astra. Beautiful apex jump by Violet, but Sweet and Sour is about to hit the pack, and Violet calls the jam. It was forced by Sweet and Sour. Another penalty for Ad Astra. So we're going to have, I think we may have another ejection. Who's 92? I think we have another ejection. Maybe not. 92? Who's 92? Killer Queen? No, that's not Killer Queen. Okay. Okay, we're off. So, 4-2 pack advantage, Texas. We have Northern Frights donning the star for Ad Astra. Summer Heat for Texas. Summer Heat getting reset all the way back to before the jam line. Summer Heat hitting that wall, busting through that wall that came in crashing. Lead jumper status, Summer Heat. Texas's first lead in 3. Penalty on Motormouth. Beautiful spin down to the outside, but caught up. Summer Heat threw on a scoring pass. Northern Fights stuck behind Kalinian and Gemstone, not going anywhere. Look at that! Did you see that apex up? Beautiful! Oh my God, these juniors can fly, and it was like maneuvering your whole body over those hips and getting right back where you came down on the line. A second quick scoring pass. Texas wins that jam 8-0. Oh, 8-4 to 4 more by Northern Frights, I think. Okay. 137 for Texas. So 8-4 in favor of Texas. I didn't see them get through, but I guess they got through. Okay. Don't mind me. Let's go to the Trigger in the house. So okay, it was Slayer. Then you said that it was Slayer that got ejected on the last one. So that's 3 skaters off the roster for the rest of this game. But both these teams have games tomorrow. Who gets the honor and privilege to play the Rosebuds tomorrow? We will know in about 5 minutes. We're going to have Foxy Dash back on the line for Ed Astra. We're going to have Sweet and Sour, the 2 best jammers today, putting on a show. Again, we have a 31-point spread between these 2 teams. 5 minutes left on the game clock. And mass confusion. Delay of game penalty for not being on the track on time. A violet. We don't know why. Delay of game penalty. Violet is going to set out for that penalty. 4-3 pack advantage, Texas. Whew. Y'all, I need a sip. Okay, we have a huddle. I want a big shout out to our local traders, Trader Joe's, for sponsoring the graduation ceremony later this evening. This means we might get cookie butter? I don't know, but I love Trader Joe's. If you're in the chat and you also love them, what's your favorite snack? Johnny Pepper Voxy is the MVJ for real. Johnny Pepper, you're the MVA. Where are you working this weekend? Are you volunteering somewhere? Wawan. Yes, my sip is just water, but I may have wawan later today. Cheers, friend. I think I told you all the things, but let's talk about tournaments coming up. We have Gulf Cup in August. We have Tiny Tourney hosted by Atlanta. Red Stick is hosting a bunch of, I believe, I won't even say, but I think some Texas people may be going to Louisiana. I always love an excuse to go to Louisiana, and I hope to go there. So this really is a delay of game, huh? Okay, well, who are you rooting for? I see a lot. There's definitely a lot of Texas here in this building because of course, the Space City Slammers hail from the Houston area. But we have skaters from Kansas City, Atlanta, well, not Atlanta, Portland. And then our announcing crew, we have Treble Clef. Nikki Turkey Savvy is our head announcer. Chola Rolla of Rockin' City fame is also announcing this weekend. And Puns and Roses of Rose City is also announcing this weekend. And then head ref is Fighting Girlfriend. And I finally met Fighting Girlfriend at the last tournament. I think I embarrassed myself because I was like, oh my God, you're famous. Because Fighting Girlfriend works everywhere, and I just love their name, and I want to know the meaning. If you know the meaning of Fighting Girlfriend's name, is it just Fighting Girlfriend? But anyway, the game is still delayed.
Texas with a net of 15 points net. And then we have Raven with a net of 35 and Foxy Dash with a net of 28.
Wow. Okay, great stats from Impact Play. So again, with that net points per jam status, Sweet and Sour for Texas has 15 points net points per jam. Oh.
For the game.
Oh, for the game.
Yeah, net.
And then Raven has 35. Wow. And Foxy Dash, I missed what Foxy's were. 28. So net points. So that's so amazing. Speaking of, both those jammers back on the line for their respective teams. Foxy getting reset, looking for an inside path, getting held up by those Texas blockers. Sweet and Sour takes Cindy, is right back up, caught up just before turn line, sneaking to the inside. Oh, power jam! Texas Gemstone again in the penalty box. I think that's Gemstone, maybe fourth or fifth. Another penalty for 09, which is Sasscracker. But Star Pass will have a full 2-minute jam. Star Pass to Rooster. Foxy Dash exactly 1 lap ahead. Foxy Dash exactly 2 laps ahead. But that one, 8 points so far for Foxy. Oh, power jam at Astra. This is the 4th power jam this half and the 5th all game in favor of Ad Astra. So power start advantage. We have an official review. Score is 180, so 12-0 in favor of Ad Astra. Texas holds at 137. Rooster in the penalty box. Gemstone standing for the last 10 seconds of Gemstone's penalty. Sasscracker sitting out. Oh, wait, sorry, I muted. We do have an injury I missed. Okay, we are back. Oh my God, time flies. We only have 4 minutes left in this game. So 180 to 137, power start advantage for Ad Astra. We have a blocker from each team, but each of them has less than 10 seconds. They are standing. I see Gemstone and I see Sasscracker sitting out the last few seconds of their penalty. So 3 blockers from each team.
Violet has 67%. And then Sweet and Sour has 43%.
Oh.
Summer Heat has 15. And Trainwreck has 15.
Ooh, so I have lead jammer percentages official. So Foxy Dash 80% lead jammer status. That's huge. That's the best one. Violet has 67% lead jammer status. Also great stat. Sweet and Sour 43% lead jammer status. And Summer Heat 50% lead jammer status. Okay, so Rooster starting for the penalty box. That is Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt getting reset at the back. Both blockers released from the penalty box. And Your lead jammer is Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt hits the pack at turn 1. Going right into the hips of that blocker. Gemstone with a huge hit. Violet out there as pivot, doing some great offense. Power jam over. Rooster back on the track, getting tapped out right at turn number 1. That was a huge hit by Raven. Rooster getting reset as well. Huge takedown. That was a scoring pass. No points. Pass, so 3 points on that pass for Thunderbolt. Oh, what a beautiful escape by Thunderbolt. Bob and Regan. The pack really spread out, but that is a 4-point pass for Thunderbolt. 7 points and counting. 50 points separating these two teams. Raven with a huge hit again on Rooster. Starting hand. We do have Motormouth at the ready as the pivot. That was some work, but Rooster is out on initial. 22 seconds on the jam clock. No! 2 penalties, 1 for an in sub. So that is 3 power jams in favor of Astra just in the last 2 jams. A minute in the box and without a jammer. Texas. Thunderbolt still stuck. Cut track called on Cholita. Raven also going to the penalty box. Oh. Rooster just got their 7th penalty. Gemstone is at 5 penalties for Texas. Rooster, this is the first ejection for Texas. Astra has had 3. Kalinium has 4 penalties. Oh, poor Rooster. Rooster's getting switched out. That's going to be... You did so well, Rooster. Gator back on the line. Oh, back in the box. So power start for Astra. 191 to 137. That was a scoreless jam for Texas. 11 more for Astra. 191 to 137. So Astra really running away with it. Scoring about 34 points to Texas's 11 in the last 5 jams. So really on a roll. Like that spread, this is definitely the biggest spread of this game. A minute and a half out on the jam clock. Yeah, double digits for the last 2 jams for Astra. We have a beautiful cuddle huddle of blue in the middle of that track. I see Locked and Loaded. Locked and Loaded graduates today. They had a great day. Foxy Dash on that line again. Power start advantage. 3 blockers on the track for each team. Locked and Loaded is locked and loaded on the inside path. We have Honey Badger on the outside for Astra. We have Callidium Falcon out on the track for Texas. We have Cherry Bomb. I can't see who the pivot is, but I will tell you. Tripod in the middle, but we do have bookend offense placed accordingly by Astra. We already know Foxy doesn't need help, but Foxy did get tapped out by Callidium, but it only hindered Foxy for a second. Foxy is the lead jammer. A minute 23 on the game clock. A minute 47 on the jam clock. Motormouth with the defense as pivot in the back. Motormouth, oh, not enough. Wow. The skills of Foxy are fabulous. Foxy is fabulous. Foxy hitting the pack. Woo! Knocked out and resetting. We do have another penalty on 5-7. That is Honey Badger.
We're overhearing on the stream. We got people watching this. That people that are fouling out are being announced.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. I have been corrected. I've been using the wrong terminology. They have not been ejected. They have fouled out. We had 3 foul out from Astra and 1 for Texas. Is it on the house or the stream? What is it? I don't know. So 199, 137, 8 more points by Foxy on that last one, and we have 33 seconds on the game clock. So 4-2 pack advantage for Texas. We're going to have Northern Frights on the line for Ad Astra. Gemstone sitting on 5 penalties, but we only have half a minute left on the game clock. Ad Astra has 3 skaters on 5 penalties, 1 with 6. But I mean, the game's. I mean, this is going to be the last gem. 199, 137. Northern Frights trying to get out, but your lead jammer is Leader. Northern Frights out on initial. Gator will hit the pack at turn 1. Wow, the crowd did that was a weird energy, but Gator is already throwing a scoring pass. Northern Frights. Oh, wow. Honey Badger doing what Honey Badger does, taking out 2 blockers out of the box and taking down 2 blockers. Locked and loaded, back on the track. Gator threw on another scoring pass. Game clock has expired. 120 on the jam clock. Gator. Woo! Gator getting caught up just at turn 2 and through. What a great final jam and showing for Texas. 3 scoring passes for Gator. 1:04 on the jam clock. Northern Frights still caught up on initial at turn 1. Nice assist. That was a great assist. And we have a power jam. Gator will lose that lead jammer status. So we have 43 seconds left in this jam, and we have a star pass to Slugbug, who is sitting on 6 penalties. 2:02. The double century mark has been reached by Astra. Oh. More penalties. Last few seconds of Gator's penalty. 11 seconds left on the game clock. Jam clock, game clock. Gator has a chance to add a few more to those 12 points. Slugbug at 11 points and counting. Gator managed to steal some at the end. 2 more for Gator. It's a 14-point jam for Gator. 151 total for Texas. 210 for Ad Astra. That's the unofficial score. We will confirm in a moment. But what a beautiful game. Ad Astra will play the Rosebuds tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. We're in Texas. 9 a.m. Texas will play the Space City Slammers. It will be Texas versus Texas. Austin versus the Houston area tomorrow morning, bright and early at 9 a.m. Central Time. There it is. It's final by 59 points. Ad Astra Junior Roller Derby beats Texas Junior Roller Derby 210 to 151. It is my pleasure to get to call this game. We do it for the children. We love them. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. We are going to be broadcasting a graduation ceremony and appreciating history of flat track roller derby here today. Am I muted?
Hold on 1 second. I know, right? Never mind. Hold on. I know, I think I know. Okay, number 14 is your MVP, Jared. Number, your MVP blocker, number 57, Honey Badger.
Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.
And your MVP overall is number 101. And I have a question that you guys